Hey, IU fan. Hey, Bug Out, Lake Show. So tonight we got Stephen King. Most everything's in the buy it now. If there's something in particular you are looking for that is in the buy it now and you think I have mispriced, by all means, send me an offer or shoot me a text in chat and we can talk about it. We're going to start off with the wall of paperbacks. We'll run through your pick, one unit from the shelf, starting at $4, and we'll run through that 3 or 4 times. And then I will continue fielding offers from the chat regarding the hardcovers and the more rare volumes. So here goes. How's everybody doing tonight? Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Well, let me know. Here we go. I'm gonna put 20 seconds on the clock and we'll just run through this. And like I said, anything on the shelf. As always, we are joined by Cthulhu Kitty and Slick supervising my every move. But this is what we've got in the choice. And again, if there's something in the buy it now that you want me to run as an auction, I do have slightly lower numbers on many of those that we can run them as an auction. Otherwise, we're just going to run through the auction on the paperback a few times. I will probably go ahead and run the new hardbacks through. Run them through. That's not a good phrase. Run through the hardbacks that have been added in the last couple days to the listing, and then we'll call it a night. Like I said, I'm open to offers on anything. If you think I've mispriced something radically, we can talk about pricing. I have no objection to fielding offers on anything in the buy it now. Otherwise, we'll just like I said, we'll probably run through all the new units. So anything that's got a 00 at the front, anything that's got a 10 at the front ran. That is the movie tie-in cover. All right. Thank you, Gunslinger. And I will assume that that's the one you want. Let me go ahead and grab my note sheets. Do you want me to scroll past slower on those? All right, so there's my sheet. Gun slinger. Tuck that in the front cover. Totally old school. Little note card in there. All right, we'll run through these again. And again, please do check out the buy it now. There's a lot in there. And I tried to price things fairly. If you think I got a price wrong, I am completely open to hearing that I don't know how to price anything and updating prices to be more reasonable to what you think fair market is. It doesn't mean I'm going to accept your opinion, but I'm very, very willing. I am 48 this year. I've been doing books used, new, and otherwise since I was 10. So I understand how the book market works, and I understand that I could be very, very wrong. So if there's something that you are specifically looking for, in the buy it now and you think I've got it mispriced, let me know. Otherwise, I will run through the stuff that is new in the buy it now very, very quickly, like 15 seconds at a time. I'll stack them up on the table next to me. We'll run through them. I do, like I said, I do have a auction start price and the buy it now price. So we will run through those and then we'll call it a good night. I think there's some other. Oh, this is a playmat from Sorcery. It's a TCG. We'll be streaming some more of that later this month or next month, probably not the rest of this month. Welcome in Mbidi and Giolios. Welcome in Buck Nasty. So yeah, we'll just slide these books on over from my side stack. I will run them across the screen at a medium pace. And if you see something you want, or if you want to get a closer look at a particular feature of one of these books as we run through them, let me know. All right, here we go. Jumping into the auction side. And we're just going to run these. What do I have? Okay. I don't. All right. So we're going to run this as an auction. We're going to start it at $10. This is Stephen King, Dark Tower number 5, Wolves of Kala. It is price tag. Doesn't appear to be red. We can take a look at the spine. There's some flecking and flaking. These books, when we picked them up from the estate, were almost entirely wrapped in saran wrap. The previous owner was very OCD and had wrapped everything in saran wrap. All right, next up is number 2. We'll do that the same way. Oops, wrong button. We'll do that the same way. We'll just run through these. So I picked these up at an estate a couple weekends ago. This is Songs of Susanna. Again, starting at $10. There is the price tag. Let's look at the book itself. Got some white markings there. Dust jacket is nice and crispy. Let's see, how new are these pages? Oh yeah, this has never been read. Nice and crispy and crunchy. And there's the back of the dust jacket as our time runs out. Hey, there's my honey. Hi, honey. That Addie script is my wife. We have been married over 20 years. All right, this is Dark Tower number 7. This is the Dark Tower. All right. Run as auction. We'll do the same treatment for this one. And again, if there's something in particular that you want a closer look at, by all means, holler it out and we can skip forward in the line. We will not be rerunning the books that ran last week unless somebody specifically requests them. but they will hang out in the Buy It Now for anybody who has an interest. All right, let's check. We ran the shelves about 4 times. Besides Gunslinger, nobody had any particular requests or interest. So yeah, this one looks also to be unread. Let's take a look at the back of this book itself. Nice and clean there. Welcome in Stephen Smith and Planet Kojo. Yeah, if somebody wants to see the paperbacks again, we can rerun them as well. But right now we're moving on through the hardbacks. All right. I think this is probably the star of the show tonight. And I have a number here. And again, if you guys are interested in a lower number for this, by all means, shout out and we can talk about it. But that's about as low as I can go. $13.95 is the price tag. That board is nice and clean. That spine is nice and clean. There is a little spot of something there. Thanks, Stephen Smith. I appreciate it. Let's see. Are we read? We are unread. I mean, that's nice and clean. Yeah, I can't do that, Stephen Smith. I got more than that in these. And there is, according to the first edition's markers guide, there's the indication. All right. Got a dust jacket free. I love that phrase. Missing dust jackets. What do I have on the pencil mark here? I'll mark that one way down. Okay. All right. So as best I can tell, and I can't tell for sure, one, it's got some wear, a little bit of, I don't think that's water so much as humidity. Let's take a look at some of those pages and see. Yeah, that's humidity on the spine. There's no color change on those pages. This one probably, yeah, this one's been read. Not heavily, not aggressively, but this one's been read. My best guess is this is a first edition book club, but I can't tell for certain. The markings are a little hard to tell. I am not expert on this volume, but I am willing to let it go for $25. All right. Next up, I have Brian Kofi. What is the number I've got in here? Okay. Run as auction. Set the starting price. So Brian Coffey is one of Dean Koontz's early pseudonyms. Correct me if I'm wrong, hon, because I know we had a conversation and we done some investigation earlier. Of course, this is a book club. It is still very, very clean. The person who owned these was obsessive. At some point, a bookshop sold this for $2.95, taking into account inflation. Let's check. Probably not read. There's the backboards and the inside of the back dust jacket. All right. My brain is telling me that Pauline Dunn was also Dean Koontz, but I could be mistaken on that one. Dean Koontz had so very, very many alter egos. All right, so here's Flesh Stealer, Pauline Dunn, Cavern City. There is a Bend. The last one was Face of Fear with Brian Kofi. Not to be confused with Frank Kofi. 2 F's, EY. So this one, let me see. We've got, this one's probably purchased new because there's no, oh, thank you, hon. Pauline Dunn was a pair of sisters. Welcome in, yeah. Ah, there it is. To my sister, Susan Hartzell. Welcome in, Trust New York City. All right. Addie and I had a time valuing this one. So that's the number I'm going to put on this one. So Dragonfly, we'll start this one at 20. The spine has some crackling. So they just collaborated under her name. Is that what you're suspecting, darling? Welcome in, Exprezi. Again, this is a first paperback. K.R. Dwyer, pen name. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought this was Koontz. So yeah, it's got some coloration from its age. Really hasn't been read hard, if at all. That was probably the hardest one we had to price today, right, dear? All right, next stack sliding on over. And again, if you guys think I've got my stuff mispriced, I have no problem having a conversation about making a fair offer. All right, this is Whispers by Dean Koontz. This is a oh, that's right. Okay, never mind. Sorry, I'm out of order. I'm out of line. Sorry. I had things in a certain way. All right, Tom Gordon. All right, we're going to run this one quick because I really can't offer a discount on this one. So we're just going to take a tour around the book. Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon. It's a relatively recent Stephen King hardback. Originally 1695, probably still on the shelf at some bookseller or another, brand new for $16.95. This is, of course, a first edition. Oh, thank you, Gunslinger. Add that to your stack. Appreciate it. All right, another nice, crispy, clean hardcover. Again, we're going to run this one relatively briskly because, again, I can't do any better than this. Thank you, Gunslinger, for stopping by and picking up a couple books from us. We appreciate it. And again, this is nice and crispy. It's got a little bit of shelf wear on the dust jacket there, but otherwise nice and clean. All right. I do have 2 numbers on this one. So we will run this auction, push it back to a minute. We'll take our time on this one. This is the first hardcover novelization. I do, in the Buy It Now, have the original serial paperbacks. There's your $25 price tag. There is your first edition number line. Let's take a look at condition. That cream is a nice cream. Oh, there's a marker there on the bottom. I'd not noticed that before. I should have included that in the pictures. I apologize. And then there's that mark there as well. That probably happened at original retail, but I don't know that for certain. The combined shipping is entirely on Whatnot's side. We will, to the best of our ability, pack everything up. We are not offering discounted shipping today. Yeah, Whatnot has been promising that they will allow us to have multiple weights, one for first order, one for subsequent orders, but they have not implemented that yet. So, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot I can do further than setting the weights as best I can for combined shipping. All right, this I believe is, there's the, no, that's quite all right, Gunslinger. So basically the way shipping works with Whatnot is we tell them the weight and they do all the shipping calculations and combinations. For stuff where we're selling small items, like when we do a Lego stream and we're doing mostly minifigures, we have a lot more freedom to go ahead and offer discounted shipping or to cover shipping beyond like the first $5. Usually when we're doing Lego minifigures, which we'll be doing on Friday, we do.
Hey, hon,
yes.
Does Whatnot offer media mail?
Yeah. Okay, remember you had that question last week when
No, I didn't recall.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do have media.
Yeah, these should go media mail.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
So
that'll help reduce shipping.
that will reduce shipping.
It's still a pain that it doesn't combine it very well. Yeah, unfortunately, we have no control over that. It's very frustrating, unless we do reduce shipping. But
yeah, unfortunately, that's I do keep my eye out for that. All right, what are my numbers on this one? Okay, wow, I'm being generous with this one.
Are you?
I am.
Guys, he's making me look up books, and it's hard because this is not my world.
So we have been married over 20 years. I have been buying and selling online since before eBay stood up. So I've been buying and selling online since it was nothing but private forums and word of mouth reputation.
Well, you've also been reading books since you could read. So.
And I've been in and out of bookshops since I was 10. I lived between libraries and bookshops. I lived the book life growing up.
And I've learned a lot just in the past couple of weeks just with this collection because I didn't know what a true first looked like. I had no idea. So It's taking a toll on my brain. I don't have that many brain cells. You have them all.
Well, you gave them to me when we got married.
Did I?
Well, you gave me your heart.
Well, of course.
Last Christmas. Sorry, y'all just lost Christmas. Sorry, y'all just lost Whamageddon.
Oh, Whamageddon! I forgot about that. I like Wham. That's the only one.
All right, let's see. What did I pencil? Okay. Ooh. Knocking my yeah, my buy it now on this is probably a little ambitious. I'm really not offering that great of a deal on the auction start here. It's more of a repenting from the and again, please check the buy it now. There's a lot in there. We're only going to be running the stuff that has a 0 in the serial number today. The stuff that has a 1 in this that starts with a 1 in the serial number ran last week. That being said, if you want to make me an offer on anything that has a 1 starting, I'm happy to consider offers or discuss reduced pricing on anything. This will be running one more week. So yeah, there's Dean Koontz. Looking very, very fly. It's got a little bit of rubbing there from the shelf. Go. Dust jacket up. All right. Last round of books, and then we'll do a couple more rounds through the paperbacks. And then we'll call it a good night. Again, please keep an eye out on. Okay, so I think the rest of these, I do not have the ability to take any more off of them, just because that's just how it be. This sticker, let's go ahead and run this. This sticker is on the dust jacket protector. You can see the plastic dust jacket protector sleeve on here. So you could either take Goo Gone or something. I didn't. You can either take Goo Gone or something to remove that. It will come right off, or you could just replace the whole dust jacket sleeve. I don't know what the dust jacket sleeves are going for these days. All right, so again, this is a $30 paperback. I'm selling it for $10. It's as close to new as you're gonna find outside of a bookstore, of course. Nice and clean. Obviously, it's got some rubbing there on the bottom from being shelved and unshelved a few times. There's the Warner logo pressed in. A little bit of whitening from age. Yeah, I ran that one a little bit longer because I knew that it had that other, but these next 4 are all basically the same deal. I can't offer any better pricing than I've got in the buy it now. But I want to give you guys a chance to have a quick walk around the book while I run the auction. So there's the front cover. Let's see how that's kind of floppy. That's been read. Ooh, free bookmark. I can run the bookmark separate if somebody wants the bookmark. I can run it for $1. So yeah, there's a little bit of something there. Not sure if that's water or somebody shelved that too hard once. My best guess would be somebody shelved that too hard once. This is Dean Koontz's Odd Thomas. 30 seconds.
You're gonna run the bookmark for $1.
I was joking about running the bookmark for.
I could have
The hardcover Wastelands. Let me pull that down and see where I would start the bidding on it.
It's very pretty. Oh.
I could probably start that at 110. Or would you like me to go lower? We can talk about lower, but 110 is where I'd really like to be at on that one. As a rock bottom price. And I'll put a minute and a half on that as we walk around the book. All right. Take our time. There's a little scuff there on the dust jacket from being shelved. Paper is all clean. Book doesn't even want to open. It's never been read. That's where I had my bookmark. Oh, there's a print there. That's why we're popping open right there. There's a colorized print right there. All right, so there's our $38 price tag. There is our first edition assertion. There is our nice, pretty red Thank you for the vote of confidence. Something happened. I appreciate it. I'm glad to know that my entry bids on the auctions are fair and reasonable in the eyes of someone other than me. All right, tuck my sticker card back in there. It was a nice change of pace. All right. Tell you what, Gunslinger, I'm running this again next week. I'm going to leave it as it is right now. If you pop in next week, I'll start it at 90 for you, and you can hold me to that. But today, since I've got one more round running through these, thanks. Yeah, I don't want to clearance these out before I've had a chance to get everything put up and run through. Oh, there we go. A minute and a half. We're gonna stare at odd hours for a minute and a half. I apologize. I meant to put that back to 30 seconds before we started. Oh well, we'll take a look through the book. It's okay. We're all human. Welcome in, Lego Joe. There's his embossed signature. Again, we've got a little bit of wear there from being shelved and unshelved. There's not a whole lot you can do to prevent that from happening a little bit. There's the back. Let's not be too aggressive with this. We don't want to pop the spine apart. Yes, Lego stream on Friday. Let's see, any damage to the dust jacket? A little bit of crinkling there in the back. Maybe some moisture. Dust jacket comes back together nicely. Anything else anybody would like to take a look at? I know there's a lot of stuff in the buy it now. And again, we will preload everything that does not sell tonight into next week for the buy it now. So you guys will have a week to look at that. And then I've got the last few things that are in the bundle from that I haven't been able to get listed. Those will come in. And so basically, just like tonight, everything that had a 0 tonight is going to get a 1. Everything that's got a 1 tonight is going to get a 2. And so you'll be able to know what is newly listed because it's got a 0 at the front. But everything that is in there will stay in there through next week. Let's bump that down to 30 seconds since this is a $25 hardcover for $10. Let's take a look at it really expeditiously. Got a little bit of coloring. And again, I don't know if there's anything you can do to keep that from happening on a book that's been on a shelf. There's Warner's logo. So that's all that we've got. I will run the paperbacks through a couple more times for those that have just popped in. So let's go ahead and pin up the paperbacks and again, we're just going to run through these a few times really, really slowly. If there's something you see that you like, we're at $4 on these. And I know they are all in various condition. That Christine is, I think, a first paperback. Same with the Carrie. I don't remember about the Cujo or Night Shift. Let's see. The Drawing of the Three, Dark Tower Gunslinger, Silence of the Lambs, Night Prayers by Frank Coffey, Shaman by Frank Coffey, not to be confused with Brian Coffey, who is also Dean Koontz, Thinner, Post Attribution, so not an early print there. Some more Dean Koontz, Face of Fear by Dean Koontz, not to be confused, or actually exactly to be confused with the Face of Fear, which I have over here someplace, by his alter ego. Oh, they're right next to each other. No, I'm losing my mind. It's okay. It's okay. I'm losing my mind. Oh, there it is. Face of Fear. Face of Fear. Face of Fear. All right, something happened. What are we thinking about? Since I don't think anybody else is going to jump in your chili. This Carrie or this Carrie? This is a first signet. First double day. First double day signet. Okay. April 1975. Or do you want to look more at condition? Because I'm pretty sure they're both the first signet. I'll give you the first. The first has a little bit of a thumbprint. The seventh has a nice clean cover. Your call. The first. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and pin this up. Run it again while I get. Let's see. Something happened. Tuck that bookmark in there for you. Set that aside for our packing team later. Spoiler, the packing team is me and my wife, so it's all right. So let's see. There's Owen West, also Dane Koontz, Lee Nichols, Brian Coffey. The kiddies were really interested in helping me take pictures and do pricing. For some reason, they're not at all interested in helping me sell books. I'm not sure what's going on with that. The kiddies are not being helpful. It's okay, though. All right, so pending any other questions about things that are in the buy it now, I think we're going to call tonight a success as far as that goes. Welcome in Edward and Baca. We are doing Stephen King. We've got a whole bunch of stuff in the buy it now. Let me know if anything catches your attention. Welcome in Snow Trooper. Thank you guys for popping in. I'm Stan. They call me Billy Bob. You can too. I am, as always, joined by Cthulhu Kitten and Slick, my loyal helpers and supervisors. And again, please check out the buy it now. I am going to run through this one last time. Just really quick to give you guys plenty of time to look at the buy it now. We will be doing Lego on Friday. The last round of these will be going in a week. Same time, same location. I will try to have everything fully loaded. And if anybody can give me an explanation of why people in the late 80s thought it was a good idea to glue plastic dust jackets to paperbacks, I will be very grateful. Welcome in Jenny's Pennies. So yeah, we're just looking at the paperbacks that I've got from Stephen King, Dean Koontz, and various aliases and other horror fiction writers from the 70s and early 80s. We are just about to call it a night. We have run through everything we're going to run through tonight. I'm just giving you guys a chance to check out the buy it now. Check out our upcoming shows. Give us a follow. We will be running this show again in 1 week, and the last of the books that are pending will get loaded between now and then. Hopefully a little more expediently than this past couple times, because I've been overloaded. And so I had planned to get everything preloaded into the show by this time yesterday, so anybody that was interested could have 24 full hours to take a look and decide. I can't go that low right now. Sorry, Gunslinger. I appreciate it. No, it'll be there for next week, I imagine, unless somebody comes in, swoops in, and decides that I've got it priced way too fairly. So yeah, as soon as I shut the show down, I will preload everything over into the new show so that you guys can see it. I thank you all for spending some time with me. Thank you, Gunslinger, for your purchases. Thank you, Something Happened, for your purchase. We will get these packed up and shipped out for tomorrow. Thank you very much, and you all have a lovely evening. Good night.